Hi, this is Nick Weiss of Weiss Law. I want to talk a little bit about neighbor disputes. Hopefully you have good relationship with your neighbors. I certainly do here in South Euclid, Ohio, but sometimes that's just not the case. Some of the common neighbor disputes are boundary disputes. That usually involves a fence, but it can be a driveway, it can be any other kind of encroachment. It can be ownership disputes. You can say that you actually all have possession of something else that someone is using. But one of the most common that we run into over and over again is nuisance. The other neighbors are bothering you. That's kind of underselling it. When we're talking about nuisance, we're talking about something that is um, really inhibiting your ability to use your own property. This could be the strong smell of smoke. This could be bright lights that are shining into your windows. This could be music that is played at all hours of the night. A lot of times there will be municipal codes that govern these very things. Many times there aren't, particularly in smaller municipalities, and even in those places where this is governed, the police often aren't going to take an interest. So this is where a private attorney would be helpful. And if you've got a nuisance claim against a neighbor, there are a couple of things that we can do here. The most important one, the first one, is just get the thing to stop. We do this with what's called an injunction. We start trying to get an immediate injunction on whatever the process is, which is an order for a person to do or not do a thing. In this case, not do a thing, not play music so loud, not have smoke billowing out, not have lights shining into your room. From there, once we get that injunction, we're also seeking money damages for the nuisance. This can be a little hard to prove. It's a little speculative some of the time, but this can be reduction in use of the premises, an inability to sleep, sometimes any number of things that can be there. And finally take that to trial and get that order and get that enforced against your neighbor. Unfortunately, not all of us have great neighbors. Sometimes we have neighbors that don't respect our peace and quiet. Sometimes we have neighbors who go out of their way to antagonize. A suit for nuisance, seeking an injunction is one way that you can get that to stop.